That's delicious! Ah! Woo! That's delicious!
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and another new video on the big man himself, Nova Online. Now, I'm sure you've seen the title of this video and know what I'm probably about to talk about here. And if you didn't see the news on Nova's TikTok page, it seems like, unfortunately, Uncle Drew has passed away. Now, if you don't know who Uncle Drew is, I'll give you a brief refresher from the stuff that we already know about him. Uncle Drew was sort of a father figure to Nova throughout his childhood, and in certain leaks that we have seen, it seemed like that Uncle Drew was kind of a driving force to help integrate Nova into the real world and not have him sit in front of his computer for like 14 hours a day. However, it seemed like his efforts never really paid off. Nova and his uncle have had a very rocky relationship towards Nova's like back end of his life, and Nova's seen many times crashing out on his uncle or making TikToks about how much he hates his uncle, and a large portion of his disdain for Uncle Drew is rooted in their difference in political opinions. Nova has claimed that his uncle was a bigot and that he wouldn't support his lifestyle, and as we know, Nova is a Neptunic bigendered individual, and he would state how his uncle didn't support how he was living his life. Now, this is speculatory, but, you know, with some decent evidence behind it, I feel like Uncle Drew was just simply not in support of Nova's choice to interact with underage individuals online. Now, that seems extremely reasonable. That might be the most reasonable thing on earth to say. You know, to be angry at your nephew because he is a fucking creep online. I feel like that's completely justified. I don't know about y'all. Y'all can let me know, but I'm pretty sure that's justified. And a lot of the community that surrounds Nova, be it the trolls and the people who like to, you know, point and laugh at Nova, are quite upset by the unfortunate news of Uncle Drew's passing. People feel like Uncle Drew was one of the only factors in Nova's life that would actually turn him away from being a filthy creep online, and actually set him straight in life. Now, without this force in Nova's life, there's very little person-to-person pressure on him to get his life straight. You know, he's still living at his mom's house, he doesn't have a job, he's not pursuing school, he just kind of lives off of his Cameo money and whatever monetization he can garner from being on the internet. And that's not a good thing. Nova should not be on the internet. He is dangerous, and he needs to go and do something else. Go learn a trade, go do something productive to society, literally anything. Even a job at McDonald's or fucking Burger King would be a step up from what he's doing right now. And what he's doing right now is sitting in his disgusting ass room in his dookie-filled diaper, sucking down a liter of Dr. Pepper every day. Now, with that point, I wanted to focus in on the fact that Nova really hasn't addressed this at all since his original post that I've archived, and I'll show y'all now, where he originally said that his uncle passed away. Now, this is confusing a lot of people, and in his recent YouTube streams and TikTok posts, people have been flooding the chats asking him to, like, you know, elaborate on the situation, or at least confirm that it was in fact true. Because, like, I understand, you know, personal life is personal life, but if you're gonna post one thing that, you know, your uncle died and it's somebody who's pretty prolific in your TikTok being, you should probably, you know, elaborate just a little bit, or just completely keep it off the internet altogether, which I've been a big advocate for. You know, nobody needs to stop posting all of his personal information. And in one of his recent TikTok posts, a viewer had asked him for an update on his uncle, in which he replied that he doesn't like to bring his personal life onto the internet. And for all those people who are absolutely stunned and potentially, you know, spit their drink out because of the absolute gall and stupidity of that statement, it is in fact true. Noah's big-bodied self says that he likes to leave his personal life off of the internet. Now, I want to take a second to show Nova's biggest freakouts when it came to Uncle Drew, and as we know, these are absolute gold. Some of Nova's most recognizable moments have to be when he crashes out, and Uncle Drew was a big reason why Gabriel was constantly flipping his shit.
I'm fucking sick of my fucking uncle! I missed what my fucking uncle said, and then he went off a full-on fucking rant! I'm fucking done! Okay, you little cunt! Yes, I said motherfucker! I'm so motherfucking mad! I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. No, I'm not fucking okay!
Yeah, big shout out to Liquid Nova on TikTok for these clips. They would be lost to us without his previous efforts, and I know he's in retirement right now, but he was one of the first Nova archivers, so I gotta give him props.
Fucking bitch! My fucking uncle again. No, I'm not okay. My uncle yelling at me for no fucking reason again. Blocking my uncle is literally the equivalent to a death sentence. He hates being ignored. Fucking bitch. I'm sorry that my uncle just fucking yelled at me for no fucking reason. This is all part of the reason I turned fucking emo.
So as you can see from these two clips, Nova and his uncle were never really the most fond of each other, and Nova would often have reactions like this, you know, yelling and screaming like a child about his uncle, because we know, like, Uncle Drew was a big driving force, trying to turn Nova away from being a creepy little goofus that he is today. One of the most recent things that had happened before Uncle Drew's passing was a leaked phone call between Nova and his mom. In this phone call, you can hear Nova absolutely freaking the fuck out, like full-on spaz mode, to his mom about something Uncle Drew had texted him. Apparently, Uncle Drew was blaming Nova for his phone number being leaked, which, you know, big shocker. Nova leaks tons of personal shit, so it wouldn't be surprising in the slightest if that was true. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to the phone call, and you can just hear in his voice, like, he sounds like a man-child. You know, he's running and screaming to his mommy when something bad happens. Like, at a certain point, you gotta have some shame. Like this is really pathetic.
Mom, this is urgent. Fucking urgent. Andy just texted me again.
Yes.
His phone number got leaked, and now he's blaming. I'm fucking shaking.
Gabriel, you had nothing to do with
He's gonna give me to do. I'm fucking scared.
Gabriel. She can't have you go to jail for his phone number somehow being. Okay.
He just sent us word for word. Okay, you pervert. You get my phone off of TikTok before you have an accident. Word for word.
A message. Okay, I can't do anything right where I am right now. Carefully when I get home, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm literally about to fucking talk him down. Like, fucking, like, go at him.
Gabriel, no, don't do anything right now when I get home, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Take your pills. Okay?
I already did.
And a little bit, okay?
Okay. Okay. I love you too, bye.
As y'all can see, it's just Nova wailing away to his mom about Uncle Drew, and I found it pretty goofy when Nova said that he was gonna go at him, you know, talk him down. Like, I know he would have been talking so big over the phone, like big and tough, like, I'm gonna get you, Uncle Drew. But then, you know, as soon as it's time to act on it, you know, Uncle Drew pulls up, he's going back, he's running to Mama Gate, and he's hiding behind her, which is generally really sad. Like, I'm sure Nova's mom did not picture this is how her familial life was gonna look like, you know, having to coddle your 21-year-old man-child because he's picking fights with your brother-in-law. But unfortunately, I imagine this is how Nova will continue to act. I don't see him maturing in any way in the near future. He hasn't shown any signs of changing, you know, with his inability to contribute to the working force or society in general. Now, I can't imagine Nova's day-to-day consists of much. You know, he makes a TikTok of him belting some, you know, horrible karaoke. He makes his food review, in which, if you haven't seen my recent video, y'all should check it out. I go into like a little deep dive on how Nova's been slipping back into his old habits, like his food reviews that he claimed he was going to stop. But regardless of that, he does his karaoke, he eats his fast food on camera, and then he goes live on YouTube for about 15 minutes before he rage quits off. So I don't understand why Nova wouldn't at least try and do something different, like getting a job or learning a trade. Like, he just gets dumpstered on the internet, you know, rightfully so, every time he makes a post. So why would he want to keep pursuing internet clout? And I imagine it's because he got that little taste of fame when he first made that Wingstop video, and he blew up, you know, he got that million views, and he's just been chasing that dragon ever since, you know, wanting to suckle from that magical internet. And it doesn't matter how big his like blow up tantrum videos go on TikTok, you know, like of his Discord when he started freaking out. He's not going to find success through the internet. Circling back to Uncle Drew though, I wanted to show you guys another clip that comes from Nova's page, and it's him doing a like little goofy manifestation dance kind of thing. I think it was a trend on TikTok, I'm not really sure though. And what he's manifesting people don't have is an uncle like his. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was, but sure, manifest that people don't have an uncle that tried to get them away from the internet because they're chronically online. I don't think many other people have that issue like you do, Nova. But regardless, Nova's got a lot of anger towards his uncle, and I'd imagine it's because his uncle, like when he was alive, he was a straight shooter. He called it what it was, and he told Nova to get off the internet, you know, stop talking to underage people online because you're weird and you're gross. And generally, I just wanted to give him like a big thanks. Like, he did as much as he could, and I'm sure people who keep up to date on Nova's actions were very sad hearing this news, because generally Uncle Drew was doing the most that anyone could try to do to get that pudge ball off the internet. Now there's one more clip I want to show y'all, which again comes from Liquid Nova, big shout out to him, of where he's on a live stream, but in a more somber mood about how he's not going to trust anyone anymore, not even family. And then he gives a big middle finger to the chat, I guess, and he just yells, "It's my fucking uncle." And this is another textbook Nova moment of oversharing things that didn't need to be shared on the internet. But regardless, it's more Nova losing his temper about something his uncle said or did, and he didn't like it.
Normally with these, I cool down real quick and it's over. At this point, I'm just starting to not give a fuck about anything. I am under a fucking trust no one policy. I don't trust anyone. Not even family. I don't give a fuck anymore. It's my fucking uncle. That's all you need to fucking know. There. You happy now? Will it be okay, though? I may not like my uncle, but he's family.
The trust no one comment kind of made me laugh. Like, Nova, you're constantly trusting random strangers on the internet with your most personal things about you because you get mad and you blow up, so then you go and talk to random people you don't know on the internet. And then those conversations get leaked because everyone's trolling you. And if you had a not trusting anyone policy from the get-go and actually followed it, you wouldn't get trolled as much, you know? And all of your private conversations would not get leaked. But he's not going to do that. He's going to keep falling for the buddy troll, saying that they're there to listen to him, and to then just screenshot their conversation and post it online. But that's the end of the video today. If you guys enjoyed it, please let me know by dominating that subscribe button and telling me what Nova makes you feel like. And also, a big rest in peace to Uncle Drew. Thank you guys once again for tuning into another Nova breakdown. And I'm also looking into maybe branching out into other lolcows and making videos on them, like breakdowns on them. So if that's something you guys want to see, just let me know. But once again, I'll see you next time. Deuces.